and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I thought we'd make some cute little key rings for my craft stall. So that's what we're doing. I want to make these up. I have actually had a request from a lady that does come to my craft stall asking if I had anything for any men, and I did say I had this mould, so I said I would make them up for us. So we're going to do that today. Let me just say, I'm just going to get a wipe out because even though I've never used this, it's got glitter all in it. So this one I am just going to pour. Oh, I've just thought I need to get a grey out. Or do I do them white? And then I am going to use my acrylic paint my acrylic paint pen, sorry, to colour them up. And then I'm going to spray them with a yacht varnish because I found that really works. I tested it out on this piece that I did. I haven't got a video for this, but I tested it out and this isn't going anywhere. So I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. If I can find, I did get it from Amazon, but they sold out really quickly because I was going to go back and get some more. Anyway, if it's still in stock, I will link it for you. I did do it outside. You need to have a very well ventilated area, and I also had my mask on as well while I was doing it, just to be on the safe side, even though I was outside. So I do get asked a lot of questions actually about, do I wear masks and stuff? Yes, I do. So when my videos are on speed up, that means that I'm doing quite a lot of pieces in one go. So I do wear my respirator, and especially if the weather's bad. So if the weather's bad and I can't have my doors open, I do wear it. When I'm just doing one video like I am today, then no, I don't, because I want to talk to you guys. However, I do have my doors wide open. I have loads and loads of ventilation, so I feel okay. But when I'm doing a lot of resin, that's why I tend to, I should really say it in every video, shouldn't I? But yeah, so I do have protective gear. Anyway, loving the look. So we're going to spray them with yacht varnish, and that'll ensure that whatever I paint on there will be fine. Now we do need down grey or white. Do you know what? Let's go with, say I'm having it scan through. Let's just grab my white paste. Yeah. So I've grabbed my black as well. So my black and white paste. So that's what we're going to use. I haven't even got my resin or anything out ready, but I just wanted to sort of say that's what we're doing with this one. Let me just, oh, that's so annoying. There we go. So that is now prepped, ready to go, and I am going to do all four, and I'll have to pull up some pictures to see how they go. Now, a while ago I turned these into key rings, and I poured them with black, and I had gold foil on. They sold out at the craft fair, which I could not believe. Everybody seemed to love them. So I'm like, right, okay. And what I did them in a set. So you got a keyring and a necklace. So that's how I sort of did package them up. So I'll package them up with you guys. But what I did, and it was extras as well. So I still can't believe. And I sold them for £3 for the set. So just a little town. So I don't really sell them for that much. But I did buy myself the doggy mould because I really want to do the doggy one as well. A lot of people who go to the craft fair bring their dogs with them, so it's looking at your audience. I don't make a huge amount. Some weeks we don't even cover the table, but I think as you know, I've said this in many videos. I'm just going to clean out these extra moulds in case we have any extra left over, which we always do, so that I can make some hair clips again. I am going to try and put some up on the website as well. And then we've got these cat ones, and these are hair clips as well. So I want to do these in black with the gold. However, I don't just want to do the gold. So I've got a few different coloured flakes, but they're more, I don't know what they are actually. That bit there keeps going everywhere. So you need to just make sure your molds are lovely and clean, which they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the foils, and I've got rose gold, silver and normal gold, so we're going to use those. And all I'm going to do, I don't think this is even being used, no, is, there we go, grab them. I'm going to grab a pair of tweezers, so, and then I'm just going to, oh, this feels, don't feel like the usual one. I'm just going to stick this on to our piece. Now, it doesn't feel like our normal, so I normally have a brush and normally you can't breathe with it. However, I might have to, yeah, that's a bit weird. So it might be, I don't know if I mix it in with it, although it could be an experiment today. Couldn't it? We could definitely do an experiment. I want another couple more silver. But yeah, the fact that this isn't blowing away is telling me this isn't what I thought I was ordering. This is more like tin foil, which isn't, definitely isn't what I wanted, but we will see. We'll see how they go. Let's grab some of this one. This one is. So this one is sticking lovely, which is what you want. So I'm going to do a couple there. Right, where's my tweezers? And you can see I'm just randomly popping them in. I'm not like being overly precious with where this one is going to have a couple of colours. Why not? A little bit more. I don't want that much. Okay, you can go up there in the head. Right, okay. And then the last two can be gold for that one. But yeah, I just thought let's make them, instead of it just being an extra, because that's what these ended up being. It was pouring just extras from, let's actually make some up. But in different colours, so that's what we're doing. Okay, and then we're just going to stick them on, and as you can see, that one, yeah, they look good. Right, one more on there, and what I'm going to do is bring this colour over into the cat clips as well. Okay, I just want these two. I'm not that keen on the other ones. Actually, let's do one on here as well. Okay, I'm just, like I said, randomly placing them, not being careful at all with where these go, and that's the beauty of it. There is no right or wrong way to do it. I have just set them up just in case, because you never know, right, if we'll have extras. And knowing me, the answer is yes, we probably will. Right, okay, now for the gold. So I'm just going to finish up. There we go. I'm just going to grab a paintbrush and really burnish them down, just so we know that they're not going to go anywhere. Okay, like that. So making sure they're just all nicely stuck down, because there is some of these lifting. like I say, they're not the usual flyaway foils. I mean, they work, so they still work. They still want this little bit up there in that cap. There we go. And then stick them down. So just like that, just burnishing them into the mould. Okay. I'm only going to make up, I think, maybe 3 ounces. I think that might be a bit too much, but if we end up with loads extras, then we end up with loads extras. Oh, I've not even opened this gold, so we'll see what this one's like. Oh, this is the nice, this is the flyaway stuff. This is the good stuff. Oh, yeah, that is definitely the good stuff. I didn't even know you could get different thicknesses of it though. That's how crazy. Okay, and then we're going to pop the gold in like this, and then this one, and I'm just scraping it off the lid at this point. Okay. Oh, there we go, and then let's do the cat. Right, okay. Oh, I tell you what I do also have off to the side. I do have some trolley keys. So that might be end up being an extra too. Oh, I do have as well, I've bagged up all my pendant molds so that they're always on my desk or close by when I do have extras. Right, there we go, there's that. I think let's put the gold in this one. Oh. And it just, like I said, this is just going to stick wherever you pop it. Okay. So there's that one. And then let's do this one. A little bit around there. Okay. There we go. Right. I think that might be it. Oh. There we go. So again, burnish everything down. Make sure it's really stuck to your molds. And then we'll be good to go. Okay, let me go and get my resin out because I haven't bothered. Yeah, let's get the resin out. I'm going to make up 3 ounces. So I'll do that off camera and then we'll come back and we'll start colouring it. So it'll be 2 seconds. Okay, right, I've mixed that. I've mixed so many bubbles in, it's ridiculous. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about an ounce in there. I think that's about an ounce. Yeah. And then I'm just going to colour this white. Okay. I don't know how much white pigment I need. Part of me thinks I should be making it grey because I'm sure most of them are grey. So I am just going to pop in a tiny amount of grey mica. There we go. Well, it's black, sorry. Well, is it black? I don't know. Anyway, that's the colour we're going to go for. I am going to run these through my bubble machine. Now, I keep calling it a vacuum chamber. It is not a vacuum chamber. It's a bubble machine. I'm hoping that I can get a proper vacuum chamber for Christmas. So it is on my Christmas list. So I'll just keep dropping hints to the hubby. Right, so that is perfect to pour in them. Okay. So there's a bit of pigment there. Right, okay. So there's that one. And then in this one, I want to, actually, I'm going to split it because I want a couple of the dogs and cats not to be full on grey. Sorry, black. I want them, I've got this gorgeous sort of blacky brown colour. Now this is actually a metallic paint, however I found that I can use them, but it's really, really nice, and I'm thinking that we use that in it. Okay, right, that one's going to be black. Hopefully that's enough. So let's mix that in, and that looks really good. So I'm going to mix that up. Yeah, that is really, really nice. And then need a better stick than that. That stick is terrible. Do you know what? Just use this to mix it up. Right, okay. So there's that, nicely mixed. Do go slow if you don't have a bubble machine. Look at that. I thought it had broken. Then definitely don't go as fast as what I am, because yeah, that is it would cause you so many problems. Okay, and then I'm just going to, I need like to put this into like a nozzle machine. Oh, here it comes. So I only need a small amount. Turn that black. This is just a resin dye paste in black. I got the black and the white off Amazon, which I didn't think was too bad. I have just ordered a few things from Temu, like glitters and things, because I've seen loads of crafters go on to Temu. Now I try not to go on Temu too much because they do steal designs, but I thought the glitters were gorgeous. Yeah, really pleased with the glitters. So anyway, but when I was on there, I'd seen that you can buy these on Temu as well, but I just happened to get mine from Amazon. So I'm wondering if everything that I've been buying off Amazon is on Temu. Okay, right, so I've got a little bit more pigment to mix in. Right, let's get these through the bubble machine, and then we'll come back once the bubbles have gone and we'll pour. Right, as you can hear, it is in the bubble remover machine thing. Anyway, it's just about finished. I've actually done it on 7 minutes because there was absolutely hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bubbles, and 7 minutes seems to have done it, so I'm quite pleased with that. Right, okay, let's get all these pots out. The machine's literally just off screen. Just going to spray the tops of them with some rubbing alcohol, just any surface bubbles, get rid of them, and then we're just going to start pouring. So move these. So I'm going to start off with this grey, and we're going to pop these into these moulds like so, and I'm going to go slowly in the hope that we get it in everything. Okay, so there's that one. I'm hoping we definitely have enough. Fingers crossed. Okay. Now I don't know which controller is for which console, so I will have to ask my daughter, so she'll tell me when we come to decorate them. Now I do have a bit of extra, so I'm thinking let's have a grey cat. Okay, yeah, let's have a grey one. Oh, this one. So I am going to pour quite slow because there's a lot of places to get in, and I don't really want to do much much trimming. So I just want to be super careful with this bit. There we go. I am going to grab a micro brush though and just double check that we've definitely got in that tail. So, because, let's move that down there. The last time I poured these, a few of them did have what do you call it, thingies in the tails. Oh, let's do a grey dog as well. So I'm going to do this one, as there seems to be quite a bit left. So I think I've definitely made way more than what was needed. So again, just going to make sure that we get in that tail. Okay, and down the legs, because we don't want any bubbles. I am going to have to trim this, although I might just go in with a clean micro brush and brush that off, because it'll just make life easier. And then we've got a tiny little bit left. What am I going to put it behind you in the bin? Right, so I'm going to do one of our trolley ring key rings. So these you just pop it into your trolley when you're at the supermarket, and yeah, away you go. Right, I've still got some left, but I'm not going to pour it yet. So let's do this lovely colour. This is the black brown colour that I wanted to do the dogs with, and it is a beautiful colour. So like I said, it is a paint, but I haven't had any issues using these paints or any like a sort of acrylic paint in resin as of yet. So okay, and then I think I might do the same with the cats. Now my only concern is that I like to put these into pairs, so I think let's do another dog. Or actually, yeah, let's do another dog. I might do that bone grey. Yeah, I think so. Right, just, oh, the tail. Now that should, in theory, move up. In theory. I'm going to do this cat one with this colour as well. So these are going to be hair clips, and then let's pour them in here. Sorry for the barking. Like I said, we've got, it's very well ventilated in here today. We do have the doors wide open for lots of ventilation, so you are going to hear noise. Right, let's grab another, because this hasn't gone, it's not meeting. I thought it would. So that is that one. Everything else is looking good. Excellent. Right, still got a little bit left there, but let's, now the only thing is, do you know what, I'm going to mix these two together, and the only reason why is because this cup I can squeeze and it makes life so much easier. So yeah, I just think that's probably the best thing to do. Try and get as much of this. There we go. That should go down into the end of the paws. So I'm going to do all the cats now, and then if we've got any left I'll do the last two dogs, and then if we've got any left I'll put it in the hair clips, because I'm thinking we could do some marbling actually. I think that would be nice. Right, I need this one. Hopefully all those areas will get filled. Now you're having to be careful because they are sort of really like delicate areas that you've got to get that resin into. So okay, and this one. Oh, now that one I have way over poured on the tail, so let's just leave that for now, and we'll just drag some of that in. Okay, But yeah, I was really chuffed to bits that these sold out, so I thought, you know what, I'll do a video on their own, and then you guys can see how it was done. So if you want to do them for your craft fairs, then yeah, you can. Okay. Now I don't know about the hair clips, I've not tried them on the craft stall yet, so we shall see. However, I have been using them because they're lovely. And again, I got this set up, again I got it off Amazon, but I have seen it on Temu, so if you do shop regularly on Temu, it might be worth having a look on there. My links that I leave you are affiliate links though, guys, just to let you know. All that means is that every time you click and buy something, I earn a small commission, but it does not cost you anything extra. Okay, right, hopefully, oh look at that, all of them are filled beautifully. I don't think I've ever done that well before. Now we do have quite a bit left, so let's fill these up. Well, I say quite a bit left, it's not that much. I'm literally scraping this. But I really want this cat one, and it looks like it's gonna be two-tonal. So, which again is completely fine because it'll look lovely. Let's grab some of this black to fill those in. So it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. Okay, so that's that one done. And then these really do not take much resin at all. I've been using them. I've been doing a lot of resin off camera. So I've just been putting all my extras into these molds. Okay. And then let's do that. Let's do these ones because we definitely have enough to do them. Okay. And they don't need to be domed, but I always end up with them domed because I end up pouring too much in. Okay. So there's that one. Oh, actually, do you know what? I think apart from one, oh, we've still got some more grey. So I might do that last one at the end, grey. Oh, and I'm dropping black everywhere. Now I put them on this wooden board just so that I can move them from my workspace easier, in case I decide that I'm going to come back later and do something else. Right, I'm just going to pop that in there like so, and then we're just going to pour it in. It's going to take a while, but it'll be interesting to see what it looks like. Okay, something a little bit different. I do coat these as well with UV resin just because I think they give it a nice finish. There we go. Right, with the leftover, let's finish up with these. Oh, and again, these are something else that you really don't need a lot of. Okay. Let's really grab everything off this stick, because I think there may actually even be enough just from those bits. Like I said, I do have my pendants off to the side, so I can grab the pendant if need be. But it's amazing how much resin you actually get out of these. Really is. There we go. So there's another, that one needs joining. Hopefully no. Right, so I've still got a little bit of black left. I do a pendant. I'm tempted to. Oh, do you know what? I don't. Is there enough to do it? Definitely Hallows. Is there enough to do it? Well, we'll soon find out. You don't know till you start. But if there isn't, then I'll just give it a coat of UV resin. And then we're just going to pop in there. Okay. Yeah, there is enough in here to do it. Excellent. Now I need to go around this one with a... Do you know what? Right, no, don't say it. Don't say it yet. Don't say anything until you're finished. Because you know what you like. Right. I think there is even enough to do that last keyring one. How crazy is that? So just going around. Yeah, wow, that is absolutely crazy that we've got that as well. Right, what I was going to say was I'm quite impressed with today's video because we haven't actually made that much of a mess. Yeah, right, we still have a little left in, not a lot, but you know what, I like to use everything, you guys know that, so even if I have to just, you know what I need my really good spatula, because that gets everything out. Okay. There we go. Right, I think we are now at the end. But look at that. I mean, that's just from a bit of scraping. Crazy, isn't it? Like how much, oh, it goes around there, how much you can get out of these. Just absolutely crazy. Right, there we go. I think we are done. So we've got quite a few little extras to be dealing with, which is excellent news. I'm just going to lift that up. Yes, we do have a bubble. We've got 2 bubbles, so we're going to try and persuade them to move out. Where was the other one? There. The good thing about a clear mould is you can see if there's any bubbles now. Oh yes, there's 3. Sorry, I know I'm doing this off camera, but I'm holding it. What I'm doing is I'm holding it up and having a look around the sides to see if we do in fact have a bubble anywhere. So there we go, all bubbles have been sent packing. So I am going to give these a quick spray with alcohol, get rid of any surface bubbles. Hopefully I won't break any surfaces with this, and I will see you guys on demold. Okay, we are back, so ready to unmold everything, so let's do it. I did end up getting an extra one of these, which is quite nice, and it is the next day, but it's still raining. Still raining, however it does sound lovely. So they're just 2 lovely little I'm not sure what we'll do with them yet. I'll work on that. These are I absolutely love the black with that foil. So these are hair clips. Yeah, they are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now these are going to need a trim or a light sand around the edge, but these are trolley keys, which we will turn into key rings. so these were extras. That is beautiful, that how that's marbled. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really like that. And then the black one, so I really like those, how those have turned out. Another one, again, absolutely beautiful, really nicely marbled. I love that. And then we've got the foiled. Again, they just look really nice. That, I don't know what that is, but there's like an effect just there that looks amazing. I love those. So that's those ones. Now these we are going to paint. Oh, they're so cute. We do have some bubbles in them, but they are still so cute. And we're going to make all of these into key rings. Like I said, they are an order. This one I do know is for a Nintendo. And this one I want to say Xbox, PlayStation. And the only one that I can think of that might be is a Dreamcast. Now, if you know, and I've got any of them right, let me know. The only reason I'm saying that's a Nintendo, I do recognise it. My husband's got one like that, which he has an Xbox, and I'm sure that's PlayStation. We had a Dreamcast many moons ago, but I don't think it is. We've got our Deathly Hallows. Again, absolutely gorgeous. So those were the extras. This does need a trim, which we will do, but again, how cute is that? And then we've got this one, so they're all going to need a little bit of a sand and a little bit of a trim, which again is completely fine. Now these ones, so these ones I'm really looking forward to. So we've got the little bone. Oh, look at how cute. It just works really nicely. And I mean, there was no bubbles on there. They all need a little bit of a trim. That's fine. Again, no bubbles. But these are just fab. And the idea is we'll pair them somehow. So I think the bone is going to go with this one. Do you know what? I might do that as that set. So we have the bone on the key ring with the trolley key, and that can be a necklace. Although, I don't know, yeah, could do, couldn't we? That one has lost a bit of its tail, so I didn't quite go in, but again, still really cute. Oh, I love them. Really, everywhere just need to have a trim. Although this one, a tiny bit, which will probably break off, yep. And again, how cute are they? They're just absolutely adorable. And then onto the cats. Again, needs a bit of a trim, but I'm not seeing any bubbles in there, so I'm happy with that. That one's cute. I like the grey. Have to admit, the grey is lovely. Love that. This one's my favourite one in the cat. I love how that one looks. We have got a couple of bubbles, but I am going to, what I didn't do last time is I didn't put a UV coating on the top. So we are going to do that this time. So where there's any micro bubbles, they will be covered. That one is cute. Oh look, it looks as though it's got a collar on. That was not planned, as you know, but it worked out really well. They look fabulous. So we just now need to turn all of these into goodies. So I am going to pop you on speed up for this because there's a lot of work that I need to do. We're going to have to, basically I have to go around. So all I'm going to do first up is go around and trim any edge that needs trimming. Probably a lot with my nail file. Because it's just like little bits, so yeah, actually, do you know what, we could use the deburring tool as well, or we can use our scissors to get those bits off. Yeah, so that one's all done and ready for it to be put onto a clip. But yeah, looks really good. So I will pop you guys on speed up while I do all of this, and and we'll get all of these made into something hopefully really nice and stuff that we can sell at the craft fairs. Now I'm going to have to use a mix of all of them, just because, for instance, this bit down here I can only reach with my scissors. So yeah, there we go. Really cute. So let's get all of these done, and I will see you at the end when all these products are finished.
frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew.
kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you.
Right, we're back, we're all done. It's taken hours and hours and hours to do it, but I really enjoy myself. The game consoles are still under the light, so I'll do them with you, but I'll just show you everything that I have made. I'm going to keep this board here. I use this board when I'm using the heat mat to put my resin on, so I can easily move the resin pieces. And I'm thinking maybe it's something that I'm looking for a new background, because I don't like the green one. I don't like how it looks. But anyway, so these are the hair clips. So the hair clippers on the back, got that gorgeous top coat to them. Really beautiful. So we've actually got a pair there. Got the cat one. I didn't bother putting the faces in. I thought I'd just leave it. I'm not sure whether it was a good idea or not, but anyway, nothing I can do about it now. This one I think is fine without the face, but that one I'm sort of wishing that I did. But they just look fabulous. I mean, they look amazing. Really, really pleased with how these have turned out. Okay, so that's all the hair clips. Then we've got lots of key rings. So the key rings with the key fobs on, I've just put a tassel on. So we've got that one. We've got that one, and we've got this one, and one of them is part of a set. No, it's not. There it is. But I think I'm going to put it as part of a set. Oh, he's a lady. Here she comes. So that's the 4 keychains for your trolley. Then we've got the dog and the cat, which I'm thinking of putting in, you can come in, which I'm thinking of putting in a pack together. Hello, lady. Then now what I have done is the key rings that are going to go with the necklaces, I've just popped them onto the necklace itself, so when I come to package them up, they're there. So we've got that set. Okay, let's get the next one. They're all a bit tangled. I had his tail in that one. Just going to start there again, just to be on the safe side. Then we've got this set. Yeah, again, absolutely gorgeous. Loving it. I don't want to lose these, because we need them to put the consoles together. They are not getting any extras to them. They're just going to be staying as they are, because yeah, men are very simple creatures. My husband's a very simple creature, so I'm going with him. Less is more in his book. Anyway, there's that set, which I think is beautiful. Let's have a look. And then we've got this set. I will get the rest of the key rings. There's quite a bit here. So then we've got that set together, which I thought was really pretty. So yeah, really, really nice. Then this set, so this is doggies. So I've just sort of kept the colours the same, like together. So there's that one, and then the last is just key rings. So we've got a cat key ring, we've got the Deathly Hallows key ring, so one side's glittery, the other side isn't, and then a little hand charm on there, and a tassel, a poodle dog. So cute, so cute. And last but not least, we've got this one as well. Just so simple. I just think they're lovely. Definitely really nice. So these are the consoles. I think they need just a little bit. That one feels like it needs a little bit longer. These ones, however, that one needs a little bit longer. And then these are the consoles. So I tried my best. That one, I have no idea where it is, have no idea where it's for, so I just made it up as I went along. What am I looking for? Pliers. So, but loving it. So, very, like I said, very simple. I've just UV'd resin a bail on the back of it. And then we're just adding a jump ring, making sure that that jump ring is completely closed. Okay, like that. And there we are. That's as simple as that. Like I said, I think because they're just the gaming ones, I don't want to add beads and tassels to them. I think they're nice just the way that they are. I'm really pleased with them, actually. Really pleased with how these have turned out. And I think I'm definitely going to make more of them. I might make a couple. Actually, if you're interested in, I'll see first if there's interest in anyone wanting to purchase them, because if you do want to if it is something that you would purchase, then it'll be worth me adding them into the shop. But however, I will leave a link to the mold so that you can make your own. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So 2 more left to go. So I think the Nintendo's my favourite. Definitely. Let's go. And we drop it. Can you hear the seagulls? Noisy. Noisy, noisy. Right, so again, let's attach this one. Oh, these are really strong jump rings, so they're quite hard. I'm sure they're made of steel. They're quite hard to close up when you haven't got a second pair of pliers. And then the last one, pop that on. Oh my goodness, that really is. It's just solid. There we go. Right. Oh my goodness, that's so hard. I don't know where I put all my pliers. I have so many of them as well. I might have to go in my silversmithing box and grab them all out. Anyway, there we have it. So that is today's video. Let me know, guys, what you're thinking, or what bit's your favourite bit. Mine has to be the Nintendo console keyring, and probably this hair clip with the marbled grey. I think they have to be my #1 favourite because they're just fabulous. So let me know what you like. I'm going to leave it there, but thank you everybody so much for watching and spending your time with me. I hope you've enjoyed seeing it. I didn't do all of them on camera because I was just repeating it, so I did shut the camera off quite early on. But I hope you've enjoyed what footage I have got. I will see you guys in another resin video very soon, but just a quick thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you and welcome here. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything, but it really would make my day. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.